Hi there. Today I'm here in Anza Borrego Desert State Park. I'm at Canyon Sin Nombre. I'm just waiting for my GPS unit to send out. Oh, it's done. I was waiting for my spot device to send a message out to let people know where I am, and that is done. So, yeah, I always, if I'm going on a trail where there's not very many people or it's really, really remote or anything like that, I send out a spot device. So this is the road, and as you can see, it's very sandy. I've come down as far as I feel comfortable. My van, Studley van, the all-wheel drive lifted Astro, has successfully done roads a lot worse than this. But right now I need new tires, so my tread isn't as great as it should be. And a lot of it's fairly packed. There's just a few spots, but it gets worse down there. I can see a spot where somebody, right down here, right in the middle of the screen there, somebody got stuck. Big hole. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I can get out of here as long as I can get a good run, but I don't want to go any further. So this is going to be fun. We're headed down into there. It's going to be fun. It's going to be hot, but I'm taking plenty of water with me. I think I've got 2 liters with me. I think I might even pack a third one because the other day I didn't have enough with 2 liters, so I'm going to take 3 liters. This is my van. It's an all-wheel drive Astra van. So although it can handle quite a bit more, it is not a proper 4-wheel drive. It does have a lift on it. Has a 3-inch body lift, and I believe another inch or 2 has been squeezed out of it from putting heavy duty springs on it. And I also have air shocks in the back, but the front is just stock, so it's kind of a little rough on the hard things. The tires are getting a little worn. That's my one concern of getting out of here. Anyway, got a slug to go down here and into that canyon. Haven't seen much wildlife out here. I saw a crow on my hike the other day. I've seen a wren that visited me in camp. And then last night, when it went dark, I had a kangaroo rat come and visit me, so I got out my electronic devices and turned those on, and he stayed away. He's got a partner there. And then and I saw a beetle that was lifting its rear end up at me, ready to squirt me. So I just kept away from him. So it's nice to see some wildlife. It's so dry out here. I seem to have a knack for finding knives out in the middle of nowhere. Huh. Just look at this. Wow, this is absolutely mind-blowingly beautiful. My gosh, this is stunning. It is just stunning. Look at this. These rocks have been pushed up vertically. This was once a flat layer. This white layer here was once laying flat. And through all the earthquakes and geological events in this area, and that's impressive. Look at this. Look at this fold here. This is amazing. Look at that. That is where geological forces have quite literally pushed the earth and created this incredible fold here. So back a little ways was one of the slot canyons I want to go up, but I've decided to come and do the second one first and then get that one on the way back. So I've got to this canyon and I'm pretty sure this is the canyon I want to explore. Man, it would be so nice to camp in here right now. So I'm in the beginning of my canyon here, but look at the mud cliffs behind me here. And look at these, all these round rocks in it. You see them? Those are tumbled, they're kind of smooth, which suggests to me that they have been in a riverbed at some point and got tumbled by water. Now, don't quote me on that. I'm not an expert on geology. I have an idea of what created all of these beautiful formations here and how it happened, but I'm no expert. And although I don't get enough comments and likes on my Google reviews, on my videos, I don't get enough comments and likes. And my channel is pretty much just vanishing into the ether because of that. And one day Google won't even acknowledge it exists anymore. But I still, as much as I want comments, I want nice comments. I don't want people yelling at me, telling me I'm wrong about things. So this is my guesswork, okay? That's pretty cool. Ah, got a rock fall here we've got to scramble up. So this is a lot of fun. You can't trust your handholds though, because this is actually, whoa. This is mud cliff, so it's very loose and breaks off very easily. So gotta get good footing. But this looks like it's gonna be fun to get through. Wow. Done. On to the next. There's a problem. I hear bees. A lot of bees. It's actually pretty scary. Down here in the south, there are some Very scary bees. Okay, I see quite a few buzzing around up there. Oh, there. Okay. I see it. Just above that shadow there. All right. I'm gonna keep going. Oh, look at this. Wow, pretty awesome. The bees are behind me, and oop. Wow. I'm gonna step over the camera to this is how narrow it is. Wow. It's hard to do this stuff with one hand. This is tight. It's actually, oh, I'm not sure if this is the way. I guess it is. My goodness. Whew. Wow. Wow. I thought we were done there, but looks like there's a little bit more. Oh yeah. So here's where the bees are coming to visit. Oop. Looks like I can scramble up right here. Okay, so there's our slot canyon. It goes off way down there. Alright, so I'm going to put my tripod and my phone away. For the scramble back down, I'm going to need my hands a few times, so it'll make it easier. Here's my little down climb. Can you imagine the water rushing down here? Wow. Yeah, if you were in here in a flash flood, you wouldn't stand a chance. I mean, if you were a really good climber, you might be able to climb up, depending how high the flash flood was. You might be able to stand on one of these rocks or something and hold on for dear life. But You might be able to get up on here. But not up there, that's for sure. Wow. All right, I'm going to walk past the bee slowly and calmly. They're up there. And this is that spot with the rock fall. Gotta climb down. Okay, I have come down to the first slot. Am I in the right slot? This doesn't look like it goes very far. Ah, here we go. There goes those helicopters again. Got some serious rubble here. I think it might carry on around there. So yeah, this actually, let's see behind me here, got a rock fall here, some pretty gnarly scrambling to get up it. And since I'm alone, I'm not going to try it. I don't think it gets much further anyway, so I don't think it's really worth it. So this was just very short. This one was very short indeed. All right, I'm gonna hike out of here. I'll probably dawdle and look at rocks and things on the way out. Look at that. But if you decide not to come with me all the way to the end, I hope you will at least give me a thumbs up and a comment. Only kind comments allowed. Onward. Maybe someone could tell me, is this a vein of quartz? I don't know. It's got this silvery mica stuff in it. You know, I really hope you'll stick around to the end. We've got to see if I can get out of here yet, haven't we? All right, see if we can make it out of here. I don't have super cushy shocks, so I can't really go very fast. Well, that was fun. I'm out of here. You want to see where we went from this viewpoint? That's where we were. I parked down there, and the entrance to the canyon is down there. The camp spot is down there. And up this wash here, there are some palm trees. So here in the wash, there's actually a little bit of moisture in the ground. And there's tracks. I'm not sure what they are. I rarely pay for a campsite, but didn't really have a great idea of where to go down here. I didn't want to go too far north because I wanted to go to Agua Caliente tomorrow and soak in the hot springs. And I didn't know where to go, so I just decided to actually stay in a campsite for a change. And since there is evidence of kangaroo rats everywhere, I've seen so many tracks and stuff today. I'm going to set this up at the rear of my van on the leaf spring there. I've learned for some reason most critters jump up on this end, and it's right under my head, so it keeps me awake at night. So by having this here, it tends to keep them away. It's worked for me so far. So I'm going to turn that on so I won't have to remember it. There we go. And also, then in my engine, I have one here. But when I'm in a area with a lot of rats, I turn this one on too. Alright, so I need to find a better place for it really. It's on top of the battery and I haven't been able to find. I want it down here pointing into the engine, so the lights will reflect all the way through the engine, but I haven't found a good spot for it yet. Van engines are very tight. One day I'll figure it out. Anyway, those are set because the minute the sun goes down, those little critters will start bouncing around. Good morning. Bye.